Hi, everybody. My name is Marianne Aubin. I'm presenting joint work with Lauren Tran, an article a day towards personal informatics for healthy news consumption. When we think about our news consumption, most people want to be informed, but that looks a little bit different for everyone, and many people have low general news knowledge. There are also only low to moderate correlations between self-reported media usage and users' log data, and people generally tend to overestimate their news consumption, especially serious and political news. On the personal informatics side, most self-tracking research has been done in the health and wellness space, but there have been calls by scholars to focus on other domains. And today we're seeing the emergence of self-tracking in media spaces, such as in popular products like Goodreads or Spotify Wrapped. This particular work deals with applying personal informatics concepts in the news consumption space. In particular, we focus on avid news readers. How do the perceived news habits of avid news readers diverge from their actual behavior? How do avid news readers reflect on the gap between their perceived and actual news consumption habits? And how might avid news readers respond to and take action in response to reflecting on their news consumption habits? We do this through 12 elicitation interviews with heavy users of a news aggregation app called Smart News, where we ask them questions about their habits. We show them a dashboard of their own aggregated news use, and then we get them to react and respond to the data that they're seeing. So here's how the dashboard looks. So people put in their credentials, and then they'll be given this overall summary of their news behavior over the last month or so, including an overview of sort of the top 10 topics that they engage with, the top 10 news sources that they engage with, as well as what their behavior has looked like over time. In terms of our findings, when it comes to news consumption goals and habits, we find that all participants that we interviewed felt a need to be informed, but this could sometimes go against their need to not be so anxious. And they had just trouble balancing both of these needs together. When they were reflecting on the news habits that they were shown on the dashboard with their own data, they often found that they were consuming more entertainment news than they thought that they did or than they would like. And they weren't reading news as often or as long as they maybe would have liked, even for such a specialized audience that was engaging highly with the news overall. When we asked them about how they might integrate these insights going forward to change their behavior, participants sometimes felt that they wanted to read different types of topics or diversify their news behavior in some way. But a lot of these participants were pretty set in their ways and didn't think that they would use this as anything else outside of intellectually satisfying their curiosity. In the end of this paper, we provide some guidelines for future news habit tracking systems, but there are more details about this in the paper. Thank you very much for listening.